So when I woke up at 4:45 in the morning, couldn't get back to sleep, I went on TikTok and the internet, and guess what was just like trending all over was UFOs and Old Faithful from Yellowstone National Park. And the Japanese, I think it was the Japanese earthquake that just happened. Somebody was showing, it was a straight line straight to the volcano, Old Faithful, and they're saying that people were showing the earth shaking all over. There's like videos going on. I'd love to show them to you, but I didn't save them, and because of that I can't. But you can take a look and go and look and see. But noise that's coming from the ground almost sounds like there is a train system underground. That's really what it sounds like to me when I'm listening to this. And we know about the tunnel systems that we found all over the world that we didn't build. But remember that Elon said this got to be about probably in his last term, so 2020. And he said that he was under one of the cities. Put it in the chat if you remember what city it was, if you know what I'm talking about. He was going to make this underground bullet system where he showed the type of bullet train. It literally looked like a bullet and how fast it was going to go. Well, if you're in the conspiracy, and I think it was Chicago or something like that, and it was going to take you like 15 minutes to get to another major city, and going like 200 miles per hour. It was really crazy. I haven't really heard much about that, but retrofitting is what they're doing. Refixing them, just reusing them, checking the tracks, because I think they're all there. I think personally, from everything that I've heard throughout the last couple of decades, looking at this stuff, there is a tunnel system and there's a train system. So what is going on? Maybe they just cleared that part underneath Old Faithful to get to whatever part, maybe to Canada, because I heard that there is a few places like that can go all the way around underneath. Like Denver Airport is supposed to be one of these terminals to be able to go on this bullet train system that I think is probably active right now. And that may be what they're hearing, is the ground is shaking, because either they're clearing out these tunnels, making sure that they are getting ready for the train system, or it is just the train coming through and it's going all the time. I don't know. Or, we have so many different ideas floating out there. What's going on? There was another one that was supposed to be that they found in Antarctic or Greenland. It depends on where you hear about it, because I hear it's in Iran as well. But there's supposed to be these giant magnets underneath the ground. It could be in all of these different places. Who knows, right? That really does control our weather and control things like earthquakes and that. It talks about the whole idea of this is that we've got this ancient system that was a weather to actually create the world that we're living in, to create. If you believe in the flat earth and that we have a dome, an artificial dome over us, it's part of the construction, right? So there's these magnets that are supposed to control the weather. And this is what all of these different China and United States and Russia and Germany and all that in the past was all trying to get at this kind of stuff, this technology, angel technology, they called it. There's one guy that talks about rainbows and the angel technology that's all over. I can't remember what the name of the channel. I used to listen to them a long time ago, and they did this. They were doing an actual mark out all over. They were getting a whole bunch of these people that were investigating where their rainbows, because rainbows come in the same place all the time. You will find, I've got like 2 rainbows in my area that come. One goes right over my house, right? And you can follow these rainbows to like the pot of gold, literally. And if you have a metal detector, there seems to be something that's going on, showing the part of the grid system that we have. So anyways, they're saying that they were messing with this grid system, because this grid system can make it so that we have hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, and all of this. So anyways, that's just the crazy part. I'll leave it at that. You guys can take a look at that whole theory of the grid system. Also, there is the idea, if we are under a dome, which, all the ancient books talk about it, like it is everybody, we have so many drawings and different cultures that describe it. The Bible describes that we're on a flat plane, we're unmovable. We have pillars and we have a dome that's over us, right? So there is this theory that's out there that like the moon is really just the hole, and that would be over Antarctic, and that is what do they go? That black rock comes from that whole Negra, something like that. I can't remember the name of that. And that would be like where they're saying that would have been the paradise at one time. And right above that, when it comes out, and that's where the moon is supposed to be. And I don't know how this works because seems to move all over, but I'm just telling you the theory. And that is a hole, kind of a hole that you can see outside. But there's also the theory that it is a reflection of the sun, of the earth. So a map. So I don't know which one you want to believe, but there is this that we are going through. It's a pressure valve, basically. It opens up sometimes and it brings it out. And this one kind of interesting because also when you look at the in the sky, you look at the Milky Way and you see that big scar up there. They say that was, even ancient books say that was a rip, and that's where the waters came. So I mean, we do have. Oh, anyways. So the one that talks about plasma, right? And so we see orbs in that. And a lot of them probably are plasma. We do know that there was a lot of the different ghost lights and stuff like that are plasma. We do get them a lot in gaseous areas. Plasma can be almost intelligent, or it is intelligence to some degree, because you will see it do some crazy things. We see it on the cameras now, like doorbell cameras. We're seeing this plasma, right? Going around doing some really funky things. It's really quite crazy. But that really could be plasma. And when they've talked about this, and we actually have drawings from like in the 1600s, the last time that they had like a plasma event and a lot of UFOs, and they actually we have drawings of this, of the time what they showed that the sky looked like. And the way that the sun has been acting, like how you get halos and around the sun and around the moon. And there's just so many sky events that we're seeing, like having the northern lights come all the way to Texas and that kind of stuff. I was bathed in them the other night. I'm just saying, I was bathed in them, all of this, coming plasma and stuff like that that's coming off the earth, which seems like it. And it could still have to do with these magnets that they've been messing around with around the world, if that is, and which will create these plasma to release. And they talk about in this theory that when it releases, we will have a moment of time where it will have anti-gravity. We will like float up into the sky, right? And maybe that's the rapture, who knows? But there's also like videos of people saying that they're showing by the moon how you see faces, like there's people inside up there looking down, or maybe they're stuck giants, who knows? There's so many theories going out for what's going on right now around the world. I don't know which one you believe in, if you ever looked into any of these theories of what might be happening around the world. Do you think it's aliens? There's also people believe that it's aliens from like some other star system, or they believe it's demons disguised as aliens, or they believe that what you're seeing when you're seeing that is all AI. It's all hologram technology, like blue beam. So which one is it? This is what I'm saying. There's so many theories out there, will blow your mind. But what we do know is we are having flying crafts. We are having earthquakes. We are having trembling ground. We are having plasma events. We are having things, earthquakes and that, and just all over the place. So I don't know. There's something going on. Just which one?